Raul, Barbara, we are at the closing table of the sale of your apartment. You've been living in your home for how many decades now?
A couple of decades.
Couple of decades?
1999.
So 25 years,
Yeah.
almost. So congratulations on your sale. I wanted to just ask you a few questions to see how your experience was throughout this process. Starting with when you made the decision that you wanted to sell your property, what fears did you guys have at the time?
Well, basically, you wonder, how much your property was going to be worth, and also be able to sell it for the money that we needed, and the competition in the industry, and who can you trust at that time of such an important thing, So yeah, basically.
Gotcha. Barbie?
Right.
Okay. Well, the other thing I wanted to ask is, when you guys already made the decision that you needed to sell, because I know you guys were moving to Texas, how did you guys, select the agent that you wanted to represent you?
Well, I looked at the properties around where I live, especially and then that I found a couple of places that sold really quick, really well. And then when I looked at the agent, your name came up.
Nice.
And that's
interesting.
And that's basically how the way it happened. I go, you know what? If he did it for these guys, then he can do it for me. And that was basically it. I mean,
cool. Interesting. That's awesome. That's awesome. You found that information on Zillow?
On Realtor.
Realtor.
Yeah, Realtor, and probably Zillow too. I think because I was watching both of them
Gotcha.
at the same time.
Nice. That's really interesting. That's awesome. And what do you feel like I did differently from maybe other agents you've worked with in the past, if any?
Well, the thing is, like, you blast everything. You do you do like advertising here. You check everywhere. I mean, we posted our property, and you already had somebody interested. Actually, they ended up buying the property.
Right.
I think it was the first day or two.
Right.
And the first day, I mean, that was amazing. And that's why I told my wife, that's why I picked him, because I saw what he was doing in the area. He kept selling all his property really quick at a good price. I go, this is it. This is our guy.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate that. And if you were talking to a friend, family, or neighbor, what would you tell them how your process was working with me?
It was, man. It's always scary, because you're dealing here with your livelihood.
Right.
It's always scary, you always think somebody's gonna screw you or, something like that, but it didn't. Everything went fine. You always answer our questions. You were always there. You always, told us the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I can always appreciate that, Well, thank you for that.
Awesome. And I appreciate you guys and the opportunity, and also shout out to Jenny that's not here with us today, but I know you guys are going to be meeting with her soon.
Yeah.
Thank her as well, and thank you so much for the opportunity. I wish you guys all the best in
Thank
Texas.
you. Thank you for your
Enjoy.
service.
Of course.